Hey Run Junkies, we are back with another weekend update, and the weather finally turned back around. It warmed back up again and I was able to get out for some quality runs this week. But because of the crazy weather last week, and I have a lot going on this week, particularly this weekend, I had to kind of cram a lot into what I kind of feel is now a truncated week. Have you ever been afraid to do that within a training plan, move some things around, maybe flip a couple workouts on days, or take your long run and move it to the middle of the week instead of on the weekend? Now, I have learned that training plans do have that kind of flexibility if you know what you're looking for, and if you need that kind of flexibility, you can occasionally do things like move things around just so you can get the quality workouts in that you need, especially when life gets a little hairy. Because like I said, last week we had crazy weather that I had to deal with, and this week I had a lot going on that I had to plan ahead for. So I took Saturday's long run and I pushed it off to Sunday. I normally take Sundays off. So then I took Monday off. I took Monday's workout and I pushed it to Tuesday. So I had a 5 to 6 mile run on Tuesday. Then I had a negative split run on Wednesday. Then I took Thursday off and I took my Saturday long run and I pushed it back to Friday. The reason I did that is because I am teaching at the dive shop all weekend long. I am out of pocket all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and I'm gonna be very busy and very tired, so I won't be running over the weekend. The nice thing is now we can manage the downtime and the non-running time. I'm not running again until Monday, so that gives me plenty of time off. I wouldn't call it resting per se because those dive shop weekends are very busy and there's a lot to them, but I'm not running, which is the key. So if you do the math between Sunday's long run and Friday's long run, I will be doing 28 miles in 6 days. That's a little high for me, but now it's about how I manage the recovery and relaxation time and the time off my feet. So yes, it is possible to move things around, but I wouldn't recommend it because this is a little bit of an extreme example. The workout that stands out to me this week are those negative splits that I mentioned on Wednesday. And Key Lime asked about what are negative splits and what is their purpose. Negative splits are kind of a nice benchmark to reach, and it's one of those things that you can use to manage your energy throughout a run. And I like to think of doing a negative split on every run I'm out for. Now, in a nutshell, the negative split is running the second half of a run or a race faster than you would the first half. For example, my 4 mile run on Wednesday, the first 2 miles, I did it at an average of a 13-minute pace. The second 2 miles, I averaged an 11-15 minute pace. Now, that's a little faster than I had initially intended. I ran by feel a little bit, and then when I looked down at my watch, I realized, maybe this is a little faster. I typically try to do the negative split, the second half, 15 to 30 seconds per mile faster, but not a whole lot more than that. This was just an extreme example. You can do negative splits in a variety of ways, and when my coach, Coach Christine, programs them into my plan, they look like this. And what this means is that this is a 4 mile run with a negative split, splitting it up in twos. So the first 2 miles is about the same pace, and the second 2 miles are faster than that first 2 miles. The point is to manage your energy so you have more to give in the second half of your run. I love doing negative split runs for a variety of reasons. One is that you have to think about your whole run and managing your energy as a whole. Another reason is it gives you something to think about when you're doing that steady state run. You don't have to burn yourself out, and you can think of and imagine that whole run and how you're going to feel at the very end. It's also not a complicated workout. You hit the halfway point and then you run faster. But only slightly. This isn't a sprint to the finish. This isn't that final kick in the last 1/10 of a mile. And you can see from my data from this 4 mile run, it's almost unnoticeable how much different that second half looked from the first half. So what is the point? What do you get out of a negative split workout? When can or should you use it? You can use it as a mental tool and think of it for almost every run. They're really good for the easy runs, the steady state runs, even your long runs. And like I said, it's a very simple concept. And that negative split doesn't have to be in minutes. It can just be in seconds per mile faster than the first half. But it forces you into energy management throughout your run. And Jeff Galloway even uses these, and he suggests starting a run or even a race slightly slower than your normal pace that you would run, and then you will have gas in the tank on the second half. But my question for you today is this: what do you guys think of negative splits, and have you ever tried them? Let me know in the comment section down below, and please click on that thumbs up if you like this video. On Tuesday, we'll be talking a little bit about planning out your race calendar year, but before I go, I want to remind you of a survey that I have going on right now. I'm leaving a link in the description below. It's 3 questions. It takes 1 minute, and I would be very grateful if you took that survey for me. It's going to help me determine what the future of this community is going to look like. That is it from me today. Please click on that subscribe button if you haven't already, or either one of these 2 videos if you're looking for more. Thank you so much for watching. Go find your awesome. Until next time, happy running.